Dana White has confirmed that Conor McGregor and Michael Chandler is off. Michael Chandler will now be fighting Charles Oliveira. Basically, Chandler has moved on from Conor McGregor after waiting about 2 years. And this is big news, guys. In my opinion, this puts Conor in a very precarious position. At first, I thought Conor was the one that was turning it down, and I thought it was a smart move. I thought he was turning it down because he's talking about running for president. He's doing this, he's doing that, and it's a smart move because not for nothing, man. It's over. You're trying to recapture that flame. You know what I'm saying? Fighting is a hungry man sport. It's a man that hasn't gotten it yet, and Connor's gotten everything from the money to the championships to the glory. He knocked out Jose Aldo when he was Jose Aldo, when nobody could touch Aldo. He did that to him. You get me? So Connor cemented his legacy and, chased money and had a bad slide the way it is, right? It went sour because of the way he chased the money and whatever, whatever, whatever. I thought it was a smart move, but no, it's actually Michael Chandler who has decided to move on from the Conor McGregor fight, which puts Conor in a precarious position. Why? Because now who's Conor fighting when he comes back? Chandler was saying some stuff about, oh, he has to fight me to prove he's not scared of me, blah blah blah. Okay, but Chandler doesn't make the rules here, and who knows what happens with Chandler and Oliveira. He came really close to beating Oliveira. He fumbled it, but he came close to beating Oliveira. Maybe he knocks out Oliveira this time when he gets him hurt, if he gets him hurt. You know what I'm saying? Michael Chandler, don't forget, guys. Michael Chandler, he hurt Dustin Poirier. He hurt Justin Gaethje. He hurt Charles Oliveira. He hurt all of these guys. He just fumbled it, and he wasn't able to really secure the finish and get the victory in his hand race. It is what it is. Maybe in a rematch he does. Now, with that said, okay, let's say he wins in a rematch there. Boom. Do you then do the Conor fight and have Conor basically fight the number one contender? I don't think so. I think if you're Chandler, you just go for Islam Makhachev and you strike while the iron's hot. I know Arman and Islam got some business to settle. Let that fight happen. If Islam gets the job done, you do Chandler versus Islam. If Chandler could beat Oliveira, right? That's what all of this is contingent on, is the Oliveira victory from Chandler. But let's say he goes in there, beats Oliveira, Islam beats Arman. You do that fight. Obviously, if Arman beats Islam, you would have to do a rematch between Islam and Arman. You just have to do it. It would make all the sense in the world. So at that point, Chandler could fight either a rematch with Gaethje, a rematch with Poirier, a rematch with, not a rematch, but the first fight with Conor. He has plenty of options. This is, I think, better late than never from Chandler, right? You don't want to wait and waste your career, because Conor don't care if you're wasting your career. You should be the one caring about that, and it looks like he does, and he's moving forward with it. So good for him for taking this risk. It's a tougher fight. Charles Oliveira is an active fighter. Charles Oliveira has been champion way more recently than Conor has, and he's been in the octagon against the top level contender doing his thing. Didn't get the job done against Arman, but still, Charles Oliveira, had some moments where he could have snapped an arm or something there. You know what I'm saying? It's a tougher fight than Conor McGregor. It's a fight that is very risky, but it's a fight that with that risk comes a lot of reward. If he goes out there and knocks out Charles Oliveira, he's next up for a title. Now, as for Conor McGregor here, guys, Conor McGregor needs to really evaluate things, because I see him already tweeting and things like that. He already is trying to come in front of this, talking about, oh, he saw the way I stuffed that shot, the takedown. Bro, he's fighting punching bags in sparring. He's not really fighting people that's actually trying to give him any sort of pushback in these sparring matches. These are simply ego boosting things for Conor to get his feet wet and get back into the game. You get me? So with all of this said, one possibility that I want to throw out there is maybe Dana White. Maybe Dana White wanted to do that. Maybe Dana was tired of waiting, and this is like a kooky conspiracy theory, but maybe Dana was tired of waiting and he said, you know what, we're just going to use Conor when he does come back to feed to someone, because Conor's done at this point. Because, if you're Dana, you're hearing all the talk about running for president and all these other things, and seeing the way he's living his life, you're seeing it. At a bar, bartending and drinking, you know what I mean? Having alleged withdrawals on a thing with Jake Gyllenhaal. Like, if you're Dana, you're seeing it too, you know? Everyone's seeing it. You got to lose faith in your guy at that point, you know? This ain't the same Conor that was driven and motivated to win double belts where you can count on him. This is a different Conor now. This is a Conor that could be like, nah, I'm not fighting because of my toe. And it is what it is. He has every right to do that. But this is big news. It's done for Conor, bro. That's big picture point on his end. It's done for Conor because he can't, okay. Fighting is too dangerous of a sport. It's too chaotic of a sport for him to just come in off the couch, which is what he's been trying to do. And it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that he decided to chase money instead of the glory of the UFC, right? He had his moment. I think we were robbed of Conor McGregor's prime. Had he not went for the Floyd fight, he would have maintained his form from the Eddie Alvarez fight and went on and just built and built and built on that. Does he beat Khabib? I don't know about that, right? But who does beat Khabib, you know? I think it would have been a much closer fight had Conor not taken 2 years off and started drinking because he was depressed that he got knocked, or TKO'd rather, by an old man, smaller Floyd Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? That does something to a guy like Conor. It does something to anybody. He started drinking after that, and I think Conor went into a depression after that fight. And I think, you know, after 2 years off drinking, not right mentally, you're gonna jump head first against Khabib, who's dedicated to Allah, and he's on his goals, and he's on the Sirat al-Mustaqim, and he's here on his path, and he's here to get shit done. You know what I mean? It's just a different type of thing. Conor was on his Sirat, if you want to call it that, back when he had those 2 belts. That's when he was doing everything he was supposed to be doing to get to his goals. He wasn't doing that no more at that point. So I think we were robbed of Conor McGregor's prime, because this ain't the way to do it. You're supposed to be active. You're supposed to step in there with level 1, right? Level 1's not a contender fight. Level 1, then level 2, then level 3. Now we're fighting a top 15 guy. Now level 4, we're fighting a top 10 guy. Level 5, a top 5 guy, and so on and so forth, right? He's going straight to a top 10, top 5 guy in Michael Chandler, bro. Again, Michael Chandler was competitive in all those fights that he lost. He was really competitive. He just, you know, he couldn't seal the deal. And, you know, this game is a game of inches, you know. Conor's in a tough spot. Conor's in a real tough spot. I think Conor should just, this is what I think he should do. I think Conor McGregor should just say la vie, enjoy his money, enjoy his family, enjoy potentially running for president, enjoy making movies in Hollywood, enjoy other things, you know, do other passion projects, build up other brands and businesses, which he's already doing. He doesn't need to fight. It's like, bro, you already achieved greatness. Why are you trying to, like, recapture it, you know? Like, if you want to train. Go train and be in the gym and stay fit. Do all that. That's fine. But the idea that you're going to come in off the couch against a top 5, top 10 guy in Michael Chandler in one of the more competitive divisions in the sport, lightweight, it's fantasy land. It's fantasy land, and it's fueled by arrogance and ego. So he needs to truly look himself in the mirror, and if he wants to get back in MMA, he got to take a few fights step down. You know what I'm saying? He got to fight a guy that's not even ranked. He got to fight Tony Ferguson. He got to fight Nick Diaz. Like, he got to fight these people type shit. You get what I mean? He needs to fight these caliber guys that are also on the way out to see if he still got it. Okay, Conor smokes Tony Ferguson or someone like that. Cool. If not, we got a problem. And it's evident, you know? That's pretty much all I got for this one, though, guys. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. Whether you agree, disagree, it does not matter. Just join the discussion, follow for more, and leave a like if you enjoy the time spent. Thank you. You are all appreciated.